What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and we have a very special guest. We have Jonathan Banks. How you doing today?
Fight World, I'm good, Ego. How you doing, man?
I'm real good. So I called you because I want to ask you some questions. You got a big fight coming up. Just want to give you some exposure and let fans know a little bit more about Jonathan Banks.
Okay, that's cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. So the first question, you're from the Midwest, and we've seen a lot of legendary fighters, Sugar Ray Robinson, Tommy Hearns, Floyd Mayweather. They all got their start in the Midwest. Tell the fans what it's like growing up in the Midwest and how is boxing over there.
Growing up in the Midwest is good. And I know it's just like any other region, any other city, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good, you know. It's a rough city in Detroit. But you got, like you said, man, you got a lot of top class and top level and legendary fighters that came from the Midwest. The more recent guy, Floyd Mayweather, the legendary guys is Thomas Hearns. A lot of people don't realize that Joe Louis came from Detroit. Sugar Ray Robinson, he represented New York. He was originally from Detroit. So, and the late, great United Stewart represented Detroit. So there's a lot of guys represent Detroit, man. So I'm like kind of excited to be a part of such a great legacy coming from the Midwest.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of the late, great Emanuel Stewart, everyone knows he was your mentor, he was your tutor. So can you think of any just real important lessons he taught you or anything you learned? What did you learn from Emanuel Stewart?
Man, we might have to go on a 2-day journey. You know, what have I learned from Emanuel Stewart? Wow. I mean, you got a guy been around when I started being around 15 years old. So I learned a lot about life. I learned a lot about boxing. I learned how to fight. I learned how to train a fighter. I learned so much from the guy. That's the reason that I'm the head trainer of Vladimir Klitschko.
And I definitely want to touch on that. You're doing something that's virtually unheard of. You're fighting as a heavyweight, and you're also training Vladimir Klitschko. So tell the fans what it's like to kind of partake in that double duty.
Man, it's an experience of a lifetime. I tell you that now. You got a guy, first of all, I mean, we have so many, like, you got 1996, okay? United Stewart was first time inducted in the Hall of Fame. 1996, Vladimir Klitschko wins an Olympic gold medal in Atlanta. 1996, Jonathan Banks is a 14-year-old kid, the first time fighting ever in the Detroit Golden Gloves tournament. You know, so but years later, all this have come together to be a solid team. It started in 2004. Vladimir Klitschko was on the verge of creating a new career. He was like trying to recreate his professional career. I was starting my professional career. He was ending his reign with Lennox in his career, starting with Vladimir's career. So, I mean, so many things have brought us together, different things, man, and it's exciting for me to be able to be in that position, to be able to have the knowledge to teach or train this guy, man. It's phenomenal. I'm telling you, I'm excited about it. It gets me excited every day, believe it or not, man, because I love boxing. Always been a fan of the sport. Always loved the sport. And to be able to contribute and to teach and to train different fighters, it's been nothing but a pure joy for me.
All right, so speaking of Klitschko, I mean, Klitschko in his division, he's like the Mayweather. That's the guy, either one of them. That's the guy that everybody wants to fight. I read some recent statements that you made saying that David Haye needs to put himself in a position to earn the Klitschko fight, like put himself in a mandatory position to earn that fight. So if you can elaborate a little bit on that.
You know, I think David Haye is a amazing fighter, first of all. A lot of people, the thing about boxing is everyone wants to go off the popularity. If he has the name, he has popularity, he shouldn't have to go through the rules that every other fighter that became a world champion has to go through. And I just disagree with it. I think David Haye is an amazing fighter. I love to see the dude fight. Big puncher, fast puncher. Dude, the guy's speed is phenomenal. And I just think that he should have to come up through the ranking like every other heavyweight has to. He's about to fight Emmanuel Charles. Emmanuel Charles, I think he's in the top 10 in the WBC. And I see why he's fighting. You know, he's fighting the top guy. He's fighting the guy in the top 10. Okay, let's keep fighting guys in the top 10, taking their place so you get your mandatory position. As long as he fights guys in the top 10, he should fight 2 fights before he's in the top 5.
Most definitely.
But, I mean, nothing against David Haye. I'm just more so talking about boxing because, like I say, I like the way the guy fight. Man, I'm a fan of David Haye. I like to see him fight.
Okay, it's fair enough. Also, we have two heavyweight prospects that are kind of building their name and creating a buzz in the heavyweight division. That's Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. So if you could share your thoughts, do you think the two should fight?
Well, you know what? I think it's more than just two. I think Brian Jennings is one of them. I think Malik Scott is another one. And the list goes on. I think it's so many other heavyweights out here in America or in the Europe that's making a lot of noise, which is good. But as far as Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder actually is a good friend of mine. I just got finished talking to him the other day. He's one of the most competitive guys I've ever seen inside that ring. He's very competitive. He's just everything naturally. He's a natural talented guy. Tough guy, likes to fight. Tyson Fury likes to do a lot of showboating with the talking. But when it comes down to it, he get in the ring and he will fight. And I think both heavyweights are good prospects. And I think both of them will earn a legitimate chance to fight for the world championship.
And let's switch gears and talk about your upcoming fight. So we know this fight, the first one took place and the second one was scheduled and it had to be postponed due to an injury. So if you could spend a little bit of time talking about the comeback road from the injury and how everything worked out.
Comeback road from the injury, I'm still coming back from it. I'm training, I'm not back training, which I'm happy about. But everything is good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm happy about the training. I'm happy about coming back to the ring, being able to fight again. I never stopped from being busy because during the process of my injury, I had to go into training for Vladimir Klitschko. I had to train him for his previous fight. So, I mean, but I'm feeling good, man. I'm in a good position. I'm in a good, as far as my status, I'm in a good relaxed mode. I'm good all the way around. I'm so looking forward to this rematch.
Good. And the rematch is taking place on the Adrian Broner Maliganaggi undercard, and that's at the Barclays Center. Have you had a chance to visit the Barclays Center since it's open?
I haven't. This will be my first time.
So your first time, you're going to be stepping on the stage, and it'll be your first time in the Barclays.
Exactly.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
All right. You're no stranger to Adrian Broner undercard fights. Your first fight with Seth Mitchell took place on the fight with Broner and Antonio DeMarco. Broner is moving up 2 weight classes to face Maliganaggi. You being someone who's experienced and moved from cruiserweight to heavyweight, can you tell the fans a little bit about how the weight takes an effect on the fighter? And what are your thoughts on that particular fight, Maliganaggi and Broner?
Well, the weight can take effect on the fighter if the fighter is not naturally decent-sized guy. Me personally, I was killing myself to make the weight the fight was fighting to keep from being heavyweight because I was trying to make cruiserweight. So I wouldn't naturally walk around in 210. That's easy for me to walk around that. But I would have to bust my weight down to get it all the way down to 200. And when I came up there, man, it was just a lot easier for me. I was able to work off my natural movement instead of killing myself to make that weight. A lot of people don't realize Adrian Broner is the same way. Maliganaggi is not bigger than Adrian Broner. He was just fighting at a heavier weight class than Adrian Broner. He's not bigger. Adrian Broner just don't have to lose weight now. That's all he gets it is. He don't have to bust himself. He don't have to go to the sauna. He don't have to lose weight. So Adrian Broner is the younger guy, the more active guy. In my opinion, he's the faster guy. Paulie has the most experience. Paulie has the hometown advantage. But Adrian Broner was just finished fighting all these about 3 fights in a row in Atlantic City, right down the street from here, from New York, right next door. So it's not going to be nothing for anybody in New York. It's not going to be nothing at all. I think the fight would be good, but I'm taking Adrian Broner away simply because Paulie he did with his career. He did better, but he did with his career what Fernando Vargas did with his. They put him up there too fast. He got hit too hard too soon. And he just wasn't able to perform to his peak because the competition he fought was hitting him too hard too soon. Paulie, in my opinion, he just got hit too hard too soon. I still think he's a good fighter. I still think he'll be able to put up a good performance against Adrian Broner. I think Adrian Broner is just going to rise to the occasion and just outwork him. He's going to outwork him, and I just think he's just going to try to dog him out. And Adrian Broner has the strength and the power to do that. Many people don't think so because he jumped up 2 weight classes. But look at the physical size of Adrian Broner. He's actually bigger than Maliganaggi, who was at a higher weight class.
Definitely. All right, and what are your last thoughts on the Seth Mitchell fight? What can fans expect that tune in?
Johnathon and Seth Mitchell fight takes place June 22nd in New York at the Broccoli Center. Oh, wow. I think this is going to be a good fight for boxing, good fight for the heavyweight division. I think the fans can expect a different network. They can expect a different date. They can expect a different arena. And I also think they can expect the same result.
All right. And Can you share just one of your favorite memories at the Kronk Gym? I mean, obviously that's a legendary place. So, what's one of your best memories?
Man, I have to narrow down to just one. 16-year-old kid, boxing Tommy Hearn. You know, an 18-year-old kid was in the gym sparring. Nice dude came in and said, "Come here." He told me to do something, and I did it, and I went out there and knocked the guy down. And he walked away. I mean, walking in the gym, seeing Lennox Lewis training there, seeing Lennox Lewis, seeing Roy Jones walking around the gym. I mean, you talking about some memories, man. I'm telling you.
I can imagine.
About some memories.
I can definitely imagine. So, where can fans follow you and keep up with Johnathon Banks?
They can follow Johnathon Banks on Twitter at Banks Boxing, ENT. And they can join me and follow me on Facebook. They can follow my fan page. I got a fan page on Facebook. They can follow the Johnathon Banks fan page. You know, follow me. You'll see all what I'm doing, all what I'm getting ready to do. I got a personal page and a fan page, but I want to turn my personal page into a fan page because, you know, I'm creating a lot of followers I'm interested in seeing what Johnathon Banks doing, what he's up to. And I'm appreciative of that, you know. I want to keep them up to date. I want them to keep following me. And I just want to keep the whole thing going because June 22nd at the Broner Center is going to be a good show.
All right. Well, I definitely want to thank you for your time, and I want to say good luck with your upcoming fight. And we really appreciate your time. We look forward to seeing you.
Anytime. Definitely, anytime.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Take care.
You too.